Welcome back to another episode of the We Still Do podcast, episode 7. Happily to announce, today we have some new guests on the couch with us here. We have Sydney's mom, Shannon, and Sydney's mom's friend, Sarah, lifelong friend, correct?
That's Aunt Sarah.
Aunt Sarah.
Yes, Aunt Sarah.
Y'all been friends for how long?
Oh gosh, 25 years?
Yeah. Sounds like 15,
Yeah.
16, yeah.
Yeah.
So y'all went to high school together?
We did. We went to high school together. Sarah was actually like in Justin's friend group.
Oh,
Yes,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, and then my sister married one of the friends from the friend group, so it just, everybody just slipping and swapping. It's
Yeah.
wild.
Yeah. Sarah's sister Kathy sat in front of me in homeroom for 4 years in high school, and I don't think we ever really talked that much. So I really had no idea that Kathy was Sarah's sister. They don't even look like for real,
Nope.
but I had no idea for a long time that Kathy was Sarah's sister, and she was right there in front of me for 4 years.
And one time I went over to hang out with Justin and them, and I was the only girl, and he was like, my sister's downstairs, you can go see what she's doing. I'm like, okay. And then just after that, we're just friends.
From then on, lifelong.
Yep.
Well, for the viewers that don't know, Sydney's mom is a flight attendant. So, what's that like? What's your job in the sky like? How is it?
So training for to be a flight attendant was rigorous. 6 weeks of training, and you learn to save lives in the sky. Actually, being on the line is nothing like training was like. It's very easygoing, laid back. We don't have a lot of issues. Serve drinks, and I get to let my personality shine.
Give me your craziest, if you have one, craziest flight story.
Okay. All right.
If it's a panic attack, if that's someone acting a fool, anything.
The medicals that I've had on board have been very minimal. I haven't really had a lot of medical issues on board. My craziest passenger story would be the guy who wouldn't put his small bags underneath the seat, and I said something to him about it, and he said, well, I don't have to. I'm a platinum member, thinking that his status was going to let him not have to adhere to the rules or whatever. So at the end of the flight, he's got his seat leaned back, and I said, sir, you're going to have to put your seat up. And he was like, I will in just a minute. And I come by a second time, and I was a brand new flight attendant at the time. Right now, at this point, I'm like, you know what? If you don't put your seat up, I really don't care. But I was really taking my job seriously. But also, I was trying to prove a point. I thought it was kind of funny. And he kept telling me, I don't have to because I'm a platinum member. So I ended up writing him up through our system. And I had him again on another flight and pulled him up, and they pulled his status from him. So he was no longer a platinum member because
Wow.
he obviously couldn't. Obviously, when flight attendants tell you what to do, it's a federal regulation that you have to comply with crew instructions. So the FAA takes that kind of thing seriously. So if somebody doesn't listen and you get written up, the FAA comes and just strips your status from you. It's kind of interesting.
You can get written up on an airplane?
You can.
Like at school?
Basically, yeah. You put in
On the job, you can just get written up. Oh my
Yes.
gosh. That's
Flight
so
attendants write up
different.
other flight attendants all the time for different things as well. It's crazy.
So his status was pulled after that.
His status was pulled after that. Yes. I know he recognized me on that next flight.
Have you had him on since?
No, I've not had him on since. I quit doing the New York routes. He was in New York, one of those New York to Atlanta routes, and I quit doing those. Not because of him, just New York's a crazy area for fun.
Sarah? I recently I knew, but I learned again that you currently live in Portland, Oregon.
Oregon.
You
Yeah.
briefly talked about that before we got on, but what's that been like living in the South in Alabama?
It's beautiful there in ways like nature never seen before. The people are, man, they're drab. So a Huntsville, a Huntsville 2 is a Portland 5 to 8, clean 5 to 8. That's a Huntsville 2, 5 to 8. And I just things. It's just not a very attractive city. You're not going out there
So no one looks good in Portland.
No, I mean, you just said I live
No,
there. So let's like be very realistic. So like maybe 1 to 2. My cousin's a pretty girl too, so we live there.
I'm hoping you're referring to men.
Man,
And
and
women.
I'm looking at everybody. I want to see fashion. I want to see girls look. I want to see people looking nice. Like, give me something. They're giving me nothing. It's just it's drab out there. People are drab, and I'm fab. So, but everything else is gorgeous there.
I've heard it is very pretty though.
It is
Like a lot of trees, a lot of green.
moss. It's like it's green. It's green year round, so it doesn't get like brown like it does here. There's like moss, and there's a lot of evergreens, and
It's very
so
wet.
pretty.
It's very rainforest.
Oh, really? Like
Yes.
it rains a lot?
yeah,
It does rain a lot.
yeah, it does rain a lot, and maybe that's why the people are so drab. And
Keeps
Sad,
them
What does
gloomy.
summer look like? Do you have like a summer?
so I was there. I was not there for the summer this year or last year because I was in Kenya, working or like doing mission work. So this is gonna be my first like full on PNW summer. I hear it's hot. I hear it's very sunny, and I hear it's like it stays daylight till like 10 p.m. So I'm very excited about that.
Okay.
But that's
Yeah.
it. That's
Daylight till 10 p.m. sounds so
Till
good.
10 p.m.
so they said it can be like light up to 10 p.m. like in the peak of the summer.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Once again, I haven't cross-referenced this. I haven't asked ChatGPT if
Well,
that's true. I'm
I
gonna find
was-
out for myself. Then.
I was in Montana in the summer when I was pregnant with Sydney, and I remember some nights where it didn't get dark till 10, 10:30, 11. It was, yeah, it was pretty late at night, and it still felt very
Sounds
much light
so
out.
good. It gets dark at like 4 here
Yeah.
right now. It's crazy.
Yeah, you always like it when it here the latest it gets to 7, but when it gets to 4 o'clock, it's brutal. It messes with what's the word you used? What's the people in Oregon?
Drab.
Drab.
Makes you
They're
more
drab.
drab here. When it's 4 o'clock, no sunlight.
Yeah.
She might have been talking about a different type of drab, but
Drab, just like
yeah.
Yeah.
looking like
Makes
that.
you feel that way. You can look that way
Yeah.
and feel that way.
And then you say hi to people, and people are not saying hello back. They're avoiding you because you're saying hi. They avoid you because you're friendly, or they want to talk about the weirdest stuff. And it's just like all I did was look at you and say hi. I just wanted you to know that I saw you as a person.
Yeah.
And then they'll be like, "Hey, did you know that the big one?" Also, things I learned out there. Did you know that we're overdue for this big one earthquake that's apparently going to make California and Oregon and maybe Washington fall off into the ocean? They talk about this a lot.
I remember hearing about that, but I didn't think it was all those states. I thought it was just California.
No, apparently Oregon
Thought it
too.
was just California too.
They say it's like the big one. We're overdue for it. Man, what do you mean overdue, friend? What do you mean overdue?
You know, I just found out that like half of California is in the ocean anyway because it's like split down the middle. Like the water from the ocean goes like in California.
Really?
Right now. I saw a map of it, but it doesn't. It hasn't fully cut California all the way off the earth yet. So like it's not an island yet, but it's like the bottom part of it, I guess, is like off.
We'll have to fact check that.
Yeah,
That
I
sounds
saw
interesting.
a map on TikTok.
Like kind of a river has cut through.
What?
Yeah.
So if it gets cut off,
Yeah,
does
like a
it
river's cut
automatically become an island?
Good
I guess
question.
I guess it's gotta be like Hawaii
And also, what makes an island different than a
Hawaii-
continent?
because Hawaii.
How come these islands aren't little continents? What makes a continent different than an island? I just
I
was thinking about that.
don't know. I don't know.
All right, moving back to
I
Shannon.
know the continents have countries in them. Islands don't have countries.
They're
in
their
them.
own
Islands-
country.
That is
islands are
true.
Parts of either a part of a country or they are their own.
But what about Australia? Australia's a continent.
Yeah, it is, but it's big. So I guess it can't be an island if it's that big, right?
Yeah, I guess not.
I don't know.
No, no,
I
no.
don't know either.
What's like the sides cut off of an island? I don't know. Anyway.
Well,
So,
I'll ask Chad
Shannon.
later.
Sydney has a brother, Landon, as you saw last podcast or 2 podcasts ago. He's actually sitting right here in the dining room bar area, just watching. We try to get him on. He's still not coming on. So, what do you miss most about having them as little kids?
Ooh, I definitely miss the dance and the sporting events.
Yeah.
That is, I just said something to my mom about that the other day. Like, no one prepares you for the things that you went to every single day, and you kind of took it for granted a little bit because you were getting to see it constantly, and then all of a sudden it stops. And
you're very similar to my dad, where you're very vocal, like sporting parent.
oh gosh, yes I am.
So like wherever, if you're at a football game or at a dance, you can't really scream. Well, I mean, you can applaud and say go Sydney, but I noticed you were always very involved in, just that, the loud parent.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
I'm used to that too.
I did used to be a loud parent. I know Landon probably heard me from the field a couple times. So I hope he knows, though, that how much I miss it and how much I loved watching it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's because when it's done, it's done.
Yeah, that's right. And he won't really know what it feels like in Sydney until y'all have kids of your own and you get to see it happen.
Mm-hmm.
Then, it really hits home.
Yeah.
What it meant to your parents. It's a fun experience. I really had a lot of fun with that.
Growing up, what kind of were these kiddos? Were they out and about all the time? Were they to themselves? What were their personalities like as little kids?
So Landon is very quiet, and you would think that he's not a very talkative person, but he makes friends so easily, and you get him around his friends, and he's like a different person. He really comes out, and his personality shines. Sydney has always been very personality driven. She's always had a big personality and has been out there, very talkative, as you all may know already.
Professional yapper right here.
Yeah, yep. So, big difference in them, complete night and day difference on being raised. Sydney was very go with the flow. Landon liked specific things. So, that was a huge difference in the two of them. I can remember getting them ready for school, and Sydney would get up and just kind of put on whatever. It didn't have to match. They also went to a performing arts school, so I didn't blame her at all for letting that personality shine. I would get up with Landon in the morning and stand in his closet and pull a t-shirt down and say, would you like to wear this one today? And he says no. So I put it up, and I'm like, do you want to wear this one? He says no. So that would go on for about 10 or 15 minutes. I've since learned that he was messing with me a little bit at that point and having a little bit of fun with it.
We can't tell if she's telling the truth tonight because you're not here to defend yourself, but I'm assuming she's telling the truth. That's crazy.
He's right.
I don't want that shirt. I can already see it.
I got a place to be.
You still here? Like you want to be on?
I got a place to be.
You should come be on.
I need my own segment.
Love Landon on for his own special, as he's demanding, just like the t-shirts situation we have here. Sarah, you've obviously been around them a lot as children.
Sorry. Yes, I have.
Right? I mean, you have.
Yeah, no, for
You've known
sure.
them since they were kids.
Yeah, no, they there's some things that they kind of taught me how to be, because they're older than some of my nieces and nephews. They kind of taught me how to be an aunt in some ways and be cool in some ways. So
They've always referred to you as
Do
a
you have
cool
any
Aunt Sarah.
stories?
man, one time when I first became a teacher.
She was dying for that one.
I forgot what grade she was in. What grade were you in?
I was in like 5th grade.
Her and her friends.
I can read your mind.
Her and her friends prank called me while I was tired as hell. I just got I was teaching kindergarten. I cussed them out, and then I did like star 6 9, where you can figure out what the number was. And it was fucking Shannon's number. I called Shannon. I was like, oh my god, I just cussed out Sydney. I'm so sorry.
But we had to use her phone to prank call.
Yeah.
Because we didn't have a phone of our own.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
that's right. I remember her calling me back and saying, I'm pretty sure I just cussed Sydney out.
Yeah, not.
And
I was like, look, she gets what she gets. Like,
my mom was like, she probably deserved it. Good night.
I still apologize to her from time to time. I'm like, I'm so sorry for doing
yeah, no.
that.
What was the bit? What was the call? Was like,
I
hey,
don't
this is a
remember.
pizza
I don't
person.
know.
or-
remember. What was it?
I don't remember either. All I know is I said some.
I know that we had some clever stuff in mind. Seriously.
No.
Oh,
Samson,
goodness.
you can put him down.
No.
Samson.
Child.
folks like me. Okay.
Hey,
No.
I didn't raise you that way.
Little dog drama.
Come on,
I
buddy.
didn't raise him that
Well,
way.
that's fine, but he like really was like trying to like me.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's supposed to ask permission.
Well, he did not.
He's
That
supposed
was
to ask permission.
1,000. I thought y'all said
Anyway, yeah,
he's different
we-
with the shirt on.
He is.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm sure we had like I'm sure we had a good like bit going though.
Oh,
And
I'm
And I'm sure
sure.
you weren't the first person that we prank called that night.
I bet y'all did it so successfully. I was just awful. I felt
Yeah.
awful. Still do,
But then,
kind of.
but then after that, I'm pretty sure you're probably the last one we prank called that night.
I feel
You're like
awful
50.
once again. I still just like, oh, I've cussed her out
No,
in
that's
life.
that's like a. Everybody should prank call and get cussed out at least once.
Yeah.
I'm just glad it was you and not someone random, or else my feelings would be hurt if it was someone random.
There.
You know,
Yeah.
or like I'm glad it was you and not like my friend's dad that cussed me out, or
That's-
like, you know.
That's fair. And Landon, man, Landon was a cool little dude when he was younger. Like, I remember it was like Justin's engagement party down at the lake. And man, he was just impressing everybody. I think he was like showing everybody he could do flip cup or something.
Yeah,
or
we
was
taught
it-
him how to play flip cup.
Oh man, he's a cool little dude.
Yeah.
Man, he really was picky now that he out the door. I know he was like that. He really was like that about the shirts.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's always liked to look nice.
Yes.
Real nice.
Yes. Yes. Landon is definitely my expensive bougie kid, and Sydney is my thrifty bougie kid. So they both have that bouge, but it's different levels.
It's in different areas.
Yeah.
I can be bougie later in life. You know, life's too short.
Yeah. Yeah,
Like,
Landon was-
this fabric or that fabric. They're all gonna break anyway one day. You know, you're just gonna wear them all out.
Just gonna wear them all out? Okay. Yeah.
It's gonna wear out.
All right, I got a question for y'all too. So, what lessons have you learned from your mom that you want to carry over with your children, and what lessons have you learned from Sydney as far as you growing up raising Sydney? Like, what has she taught you in a way too, I guess?
So Sydney and I really grew up together. I was 20 when I had her. So, and also you learn a lot when you have your first kid. Sydney taught me patience. Like we've talked about, Sydney likes to talk, and I can remember there would be times where Sydney's little mouth was just running, and sometimes it got annoying, and I just had to listen. She had a lot to say, and I knew it was important to her. So, definitely the gift of patience
Okay.
is what I've learned.
Sid?
Yeah. What was the question?
I said, what have you learned from your mom that you would like to carry over to your children one day?
To be very honest, she wasn't as patient as she sounds like she was. She
That's true.
and she wasn't a gentle parent either. But sometimes you don't, you know, you have to whoop butts, you know. And I got my butt whooped. And so, like, you know, sometimes just sit and talk about it is not gonna work. So I'm, you know, gonna take both sides from like the sit and talk about it or figure out what's going on to like, if you keep crying, I'm gonna whoop your butt. Basically.
Right.
So I'll take that from her too. Does that make any sense or does it make no sense?
It does make sense. There's a lot of gentle parenting
Kinda-
going on these days.
Well,
and-
and it kind of just depends. And being a gentle parent is okay, but also, you know, sometimes you don't have to be so gentle. Sometimes if you know, you have to take matters into your own hands and teach them lessons.
It's got to come to a point. You know, there's a breaking
Yeah.
point.
I really enjoyed this about like watching y'all be and her be with you as kids is when you were being annoying when we were all hanging out, she would let you know you were being annoying.
Yeah.
And it didn't destroy you guys. You just knew to either quiet it down or take it into another room. And I did appreciate that.
Yeah.
That are just like, hey, no.
Yeah. Yeah, that was one trend I definitely didn't want my kids to have. Sometimes you're around kids and they'll do something repetitively and it's really annoying. And I know if it's annoying to me, it's annoying to other people. So I can remember telling them at one point, "You're annoying me, and I know that if you're annoying me, it would be annoying to other people, so don't do that." And it worked, you know?
Yeah.
It definitely worked.
And I think too, like that style, like even that's how my dad raised me. Is like that style of parenting is going away, and you can see it, the effects. You know, I'm not saying it's the worst thing, but it's affecting people and how they act as adults.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
The other thing is that, like, she wasn't very much of, like, a helicopter parent, so to say. She kind of, like, let us explore the world while making sure that we were, like, safe and in a place where, like, you know, we didn't just get to just explore the world, you know, by ourselves, except for that one time, but...
Where'd y'all explore?
That's a story for another time, but you know, she wasn't just right up her butts the whole time, and like didn't like make sure we're eating all organic and then we're drinking out of glass, no plastic. You know what I mean? Like she just kind of just like let us be kids and let us touch grass, and she didn't like make sure our shoes were on before we went outside. You know, or you know, we were running outside barefoot and like getting cuts and scrapes, and like it was fine, and we just shook it off and rubbed dirt on it, and it was okay. So I appreciate that, you know, because I don't know why I appreciate it. I just do. But anyway.
Yeah. I think that your generation was the last generation of kids that played outside.
Yeah.
Like legit played outside.
Riding bikes.
That's right.
Like.
Evan and I talked about that whenever we have kids. This world's a little bit different, though. You
It
know.
is.
And it kind of just depends. You can't just let your kid go and tell them to come back when the street lights come on in all areas, you know. There's scary people out there.
Yeah. Yeah. It is. It's definitely much different, but I think that your generation in particular is a special generation. A lot of things happened during the time that y'all were growing up, like as far as cell phones becoming a thing, and
Yeah.
you know, for this age kids, it's all that stuff's readily available.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They didn't ever learn
Been on it.
how to
Yeah, they didn't learn how to make their own fun.
right
You know, in a way.
entertain yourself. Right.
Yeah.
They didn't know how to make their own dopamine. Because that's what all this is.
That's right.
You know. So yeah, because I remember as a kid growing up, like riding around bikes. I mean, like not really telling. I mean, a little bit where I was going, just riding around, and then he was like, "Yeah, as long as you're home, like when it's dark, you're fine." And we would be fine. So, but now it's just not a thing. I don't see any kids riding bikes like as a group as how we used to.
Right.
Know? It's just not the same.
You don't even see kids outside playing anymore.
No.
No.
I get happy when I see an occasional
sad.
lemonade stand because it's
Yeah.
like
I like
bringing it back.
Kids
lemonade
being
stand.
kids.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And I'm going to buy their lemonade, too, every time. And I'm going to drink it.
give them that like $5. They feel rich. The lemonade cup's only 25 cents.
Yeah. So I do remember a time, it was one summer when the kids were younger, we had a tent, and they pitched that tent in the backyard, and they slept in that tent almost every night all summer long.
See, I guess I didn't remember this because in one of our episodes we talked about, like, I have never been like an outdoors
Like
kid,
for real
but
camp.
I guess
Yeah.
I was. Okay, so yes, like backyard, front yard was what it was.
We went to some campgrounds, but we always were close to a shower.
Okay, yeah, wilderness. The
Yes.
wilderness wasn't.
No,
For
I
me.
liked the.
Okay, so front yard, backyard, yes, as a kid. Bugs, fine.
Yeah.
I can't stand a bug now. I probably was fine with them as a kid.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can't stand a dang bug.
Yeah, you didn't mind bugs when you were a
My
kid,
eyes.
but
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
feel
that
like
was-
you were the kid that was just curious and was like picking
Yeah, I was
bugs
curious.
up.
I turned rocks over and stuff to look at them and stuff.
And now you will never do that.
Absolutely not. I'm not that close to the ground anymore. I was real close to the ground then.
Yeah, I was never the one to pick up just bugs and like look at them. I could see you definitely doing that.
You can get back down close to the ground. You don't.
I'd
It,
rather
it
not.
didn't have to be a thing of the past. You could actually even just sit on the ground if you wanted to.
I don't have time for that anymore, Sarah.
What are you so busy doing that you're not making time to sit on the ground?
Too much.
Well, grounding is actually a thing. You should do it.
Or just take
It's
your
good for your
shoes off
body.
in the grass and just squish your toes.
You do that?
Yeah, kind of. I live in the Pacific Northwest. Once again, that's the stuff we do out there.
All right.
We're out there touching moss and squishing our toes and stuff.
You don't do that. That in the ground. Just get underneath your toenails and stuff.
All right, Sarah. What question would you? And this podcast is where you get to ask questions that maybe you wouldn't ask someone regularly. So I want you. I know it's kind of on the spot, but what questions do you have that you could ask Sydney and Shannon? Something like whether it's related to parenting or it's related to
She already knows everything about me.
I know, but just
Coolest kid, best mom. Bing bow. I want to know what happens to all the trash. Is it all going to go in the ocean? If we burn all the trash, is it going to become like we're essentially like hot boxing the whole earth with our trash smoke? Like that's kind of the more.
Yeah.
I've just been watching them for too
Never
long.
bring it-
They're my favorite show on TV. So it's like,
Never breathing that in.
yeah. So, but y'all don't recycle. So
No,
I'm
we don't
just,
recycle 'cause we don't have a recycling bin here.
but why not? There used to be
I don't know.
recycling bins that came at least once a month.
I don't know. I don't know. I guess I can call the mayor.
No.
That's actually a good question.
I don't wanna
Apparently, Limestone County quit recycling as well.
So
That's what Nana said.
these are the questions I'm interested in. Why is recycling leaving the South? Just things like that.
I don't know.
that's a good question. I haven't seen a
They
recycling
actually
bin in
haven't
forever.
even announced it either.
No.
And then they went to like the ones that looked like a trash can in that one way, and
Yeah,
then
the
they had the
blue
ones that
cans.
bent. Remember the blue bins that they used to? These recyclers are the people who worked the truck one time. I forgot you could not do glass, and we were just putting wine bottles like tomorrow's never gonna come in. They picked it up and they dropped it and smashed it and left me a little note that said, "Yeah,
That's
can't
so
recycle
rude.
can't recycle glass anymore." Period. And I was just like,
Well, where was the PSA?
yeah. Well, apparently they had announced it on the news, but I was in my like mid-20s.
Who's
I was
watching the
very
news?
busy, huh?
Who's watching the news to find out what we can and can't recycle?
Well, actually, we all should. Hindsight being 20/20 and everything. But what happens to recycling here, though? That's what I want to know.
That's a good question.
Um,
We'll have to give that a Google at some point.
Yeah.
Recycling's
But the thing-
dead
I'm-
in
I'm
2026 in the
with you,
South.
though. I always forget like what you can and can't recycle.
Well, apparently not pizza boxes because they have grease on them.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
Yeah. So if it's had
It's
food
all-
in it, you're not supposed to be recycling it.
Aren't they all just gonna?
Now
burn
they're
it
asking
and-
for too much. Like
Yeah.
if you're recycling and there's a little food on it, I don't
And
wanna hear it.
they want you to rinse out the cans, just so everybody knows. That's the thing. But you should be rinsing out those cans, the bottles, everything that you're recycling. It's a lot of work. Maybe that's why
That
I
is a
stopped
lot of
doing it.
work.
Yeah, you could just put it in the
Wow.
trash can and not think about it being in the ocean again.
That's a lot of work. I think at a good point. They should just really melt it, melt it, turn it into like a rock, and then put these rocks at the bottom of the ocean. There's
How are they going
already
to get them in the
rocks.
bottom of the ocean?
They're
though?
gonna put them in like a crab trap, and
So
or
like
a
artificial
claw,
reef.
or like a claw machine, and yes,
Okay,
so
that
the
makes
artificial like a reef, like it adds to the reef.
Okay, that makes perfect
You know?
sense.
But they're like condensed, and they're not like gonna hurt the animals.
Right.
If that makes sense.
They melt it all down and basically
Yeah.
make like a PVC pipe out of it.
Yeah, or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why can't they do that?
That's a good question. Why can they not?
Make little tunnels for the fish to play in down there.
Create habitats, essentially, new habitats.
That might be groundbreaking right there.
I feel like it might be.
Mm.
That's what we should be doing with our trash.
Instead of just burning it, and then we're all gonna breathe it.
Well, I came up with the burning thing, and I mean there is the ocean thing.
No,
I
they
think they do
they
burn it.
burn it.
They burn
because-
it. They're burning it.
Oh
Actively?
yeah, right by where I
They do
work
burn
right
it.
now. There's they burn trash. Like there's a
you know, the dump is down there, like off of Airport Road.
Yeah.
Man,
On
I
the
try
west
to
side.
mentally block
when-
all that
and
out.
you
I try
can-
to live in a happier place in this.
You
They've
can
been doing
smell
this.
it
It's
when
not
they're
new.
burning it.
I know, that's what I'm saying. I try to live in a happier place in this. So they just burn it?
Oh yeah, they put
They
it in
do.
landfills and then they just burn it. Yep.
Yeah.
Black smoke in there. I was just watching it today outside, just a big pile of smoke in the air, just black smoke.
Yeah.
But I mean, what
That's
else would they do with it? It would just
What I
continue to
said.
pile
They would
and
do what I
pile and
said.
pile. Yeah. Well, they would have to separate all of the plastic from the waste now because they quit letting us recycle it.
I'd say we melt it all down to little pipes and tunnels and a playground for the fish.
Yeah, that's a
No
great
matter
idea.
what it is. Melt it all down.
Man.
All right.
All right, my bad. So I can think of some questions, but I'm still thinking about the
Yeah.
ocean.
I'll be thinking about that for the rest of the night too.
Yeah, my bad.
Well, episode 6, guys.
Do you have any?
That's it. No, I don't have any
You
statements.
don't have any closing remarks? Shannon, do you have any closing remarks to Sydney or a question for me,
don't.
for us, maybe?
Let me see. A good question. Well, I think.
Don't think too hard.
Okay, I won't think too hard. Sounds like I don't have any questions.
I got a question for Sydney.
Yeah, you can think of one while you're asking a question.
So, Sydney, I was actually talking about your wedding earlier today. It was just like, it was quite the affair. It was beautiful. It was exquisite in every way. What's it feel like post, like, I've had the wedding of my dreams? Like, what is that feeling like?
It feels good.
Was that the wedding of your dreams as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we've been together for so long. It's like,
Our wedding was perfect.
yeah, it was awesome, and
But-
like,
Like whenever people ask if you feel married, I do feel married. Yeah.
yeah, I feel like, nothing's really changed besides the rings that we wear, and I don't know. I think that was the wedding is just a public thing that you can bring family together and everyone have fun and have a good time.
But
and
the reason
celebrate
why
the meaning.
the reason why we married each other is because we didn't want anything to change because we love each other. We love each other and our relationship the way it is. So we don't want anything to necessarily change. We just made a commitment.
Yeah.
You know?
Public commitment to each other. So, as far as anything changing, not really. It's because it's just been so long.
We've just been working.
Yeah.
And I didn't feel like anything
Alright.
would change.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Y'all basically already had a good cornerstone for your relationship. You've been together for so long. You already were established with your place to live and your jobs and school and everything that came along with it. And so I'm really proud of you guys. Y'all
Yeah.
have done amazing.
thank you.
I'm really proud.
And like we didn't have the whole after we get married. Oh, now we're moving in together. Like you said, it's just kind of been seamless. Just a good
I mean, I
route.
already knew what was gonna happen because I'm such a planner. I have to know what's happening before it happens. I think.
Yeah.
You know, or it's just like a shock to me. I don't know how to deal with it. If it's like a big life change, can't handle it
Yeah. No,
unless I plan it.
it was a very seamless transition.
Yeah.
Everything was beautiful and worked out great, and I'm really, really proud of you guys. Y'all are doing amazing
Thanks.
and setting good examples.
Yeah.
I'm very proud of you guys.
Thank
Well,
you.
thanks.
And now one day I say
I
it
love you.
that like when we go back and watch these episodes when we're 40, and y'all are older, it's like imagine you get to watch these.
Sarah's not gonna be older.
Imagine-
I was like, who you talking to? Her? Obviously not me.
But it's just gonna be super cool when like time goes on and we can just go back to these. It'd just be really, really cool.
Yeah.
So, and that's why we do
we'll be
it.
40 and Sarah will be like 20 somehow.
Yeah. Yep. I will. I will.
Somehow we look back, Sarah just didn't age. She actually just aged backwards.
Just, yeah, like Benjamin Button.
Mm-hmm.
I never saw that movie, but people
Yeah.
talked about it a lot. And
It's a
I
good
know
one.
the phenomena of it, but
Yeah. All right. There we are.
Good?
Yeah, episode 6.
Episode 7.
7.
Oh,
Episode
7.
7. Thank you guys for watching. 6, 7. We'll see you guys later.
Why do I cross you? Bye.